Okay, here we go. So as far as the Eternals in the arena, this is how it works. First thing to remember is that speed is king. You want to go before your opponent does, because basically whoever's Icarus goes first is going to win the match. Um, let's look at Cable first here. Cable, in his passive, fills speed bar by 5% for self and all allies. That gives you more speed than they have if they don't have Cable. Secondly, we'll come and look at Emma's passive. Emma applies minus 10% speed to all enemies. So that slows them down. So you're getting speed up from Cable and slow down from on the enemy from Emma. And then we look at Loki. Loki in his passive fills speed bar by 15%, fills speed bar of Mystic controller allies by 10%. And if we look at Cersei, she is a Mystic controller. So she gets speed bar from him as well, which not only allows her to go before an opponent Cersei, but also before Icarus actually gets a chance to go. And then if you look at her elemental slam, she will flip any negative effects into positive effects on self and all allies and deal a bunch of damage. But then also, if Icarus is an ally, reduce the speed bar of all enemies by a further 25%. So as long as you have those three people with you, the only chance they have of being able to go before you is if they also have all three. If in the event that you both have identical uh, lineups, if it's a mirror match, then it's just a coin flip to see who goes first. It's a 50-50 shot. But if they don't have these three people, Cable, Emma, and Loki, with their Eternals, then they will not be able to go first. You will go first and have an opportunity to destroy their entire team before they even have a turn to go. Now there are a couple of other strategies people use. I use this setup every single time except for mirror matches, but other people suggest that if they just have the Eternals and Emma and Loki, then you could just put in Cable, and again, like I said, you have the speed to beat them. And if it is a mirror match, then where they have Emma, Loki, and Cable, then you use your Infinity Watch to beat them. Most often, what I see is Emma, Zemo, and Doom with the Eternals, and in which case you use the Eternals with Emma, Cable, and Zemo is the other suggestion. I don't find that's necessary. I don't ever bring in Zemo um, because I can pretty much take out Doom just with Icarus's two attacks and not have to worry about ability blocking Doom, which is the reason that you bring Zemo in that situation. All right, so here we go. Let's do an arena fight. I'm going to look for, so move up to number 19. You can see there's a huge power difference between me at 472 and their team at 793. But that shouldn't be an issue um, because all that really matters is how big my Icarus is and if I can take out the opponent's team in with him getting a double shot. And also he gets his double shot only if I kill somebody. So it's important to get someone down low enough that you can do that. So let's go ahead and give this one a shot. Speed things up. Okay, so it's my turn. I get to go first. Cersei gets to go first because I get the extra speed from Cable, And Circe gets even more extra speed from Loki, and they've all been slowed down by Emma. So I'm actually going to start on Doom so that I can get him weakened, so that if Icarus goes twice, it should take Doom out. Now, the only place that you can get in trouble in this matchup is if you do enough damage to Doom that he gets below 50%. When Doom gets below 50%, he gets a full speed bar and he gets to go, in which case he will ultimate on you and take your team out, and then you lose. So I'm sometimes a little hesitant to go ahead and use this on here, because if I happen to get an attack from somebody powerful enough, it can cause him to drop below, but we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so he did not drop all the way below 50%, so he did not get his turn. So now we get to go with Icarus, who will flip all their buffs to debuffs, so they'll all have defense down, and then he will, with offense up, get to attack. Nah, and I didn't get everybody dead. Or anybody dead. So it didn't work perfect this time, but as you can see, I'm still getting through them pretty good. And now we seem to be doing just fine. So that was a situation where I didn't even get the second attack from Icarus, but it turns out to be a pretty easy win. I don't think that they even got a turn to go there, because I was able to go first and get all the damage and all the speed that I needed. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and try another one here. See, they've got the Zemo in this one, but I still will have all the speed that I need to go first. Let's see what else we can see if we can get up higher than 15. Not seeing it. Okay, so we'll go for 15. You can see this team over here has Loki and Emma, but they don't have Cable. So if I were to fight this team, I would still go first as well. But we'll go for 15 here, try to move up a little bit. And again, you could see that they had a much higher power than me. But again, the power is not important as long as I have a big enough Icarus. So he took out my Cable. I don't really care. He did put speed down on Icarus, but I've already got the buff from Cable, so it doesn't matter that he slowed down Icarus at all, or that he killed Cable, because I've already got the benefit from that. So I do this just like I did before, and now hopefully this will be enough when I fire off his ultimate to probably kill Zemo, which will get me a second shot, which could just be the end of the match all by itself. Yeah, so now I'll get to go again, and the match is over. Even with Doom, Doom on the defensive, and I did not have Zemo to block Doom, and I didn't need it as long as I was able to take somebody out. Now, if they didn't have Zemo there that I was pretty confident could be taken out by the first attack, then I could have focused on Circe maybe, or someone else, to try to get them lower instead of starting on Doom, and it still would have probably been enough to, if not kill Doom on the original double blast from Icarus, I would have had plenty of other turns to be able to take him out. So there you go. That is how that is my team's lineup that I use to beat to win in the arena against other Eternals.